because these two right here just have quite the resume behind them.
One of the things that I think is going to be so interesting is the fact that Kola basically always has diamond pickaxe.
Facts.
If he's going Roy, if he's going Cloud, we don't know. And he might actually go Cloud. Last time I saw him playing, he is actually opting to go Cloud. But Kola's movement, his aggression, and just how good he is at finding kills kind of makes him equal to Steve.
Well,
I see.
I'm curious to see how this goes here, too, because a lot of people, when we saw Kola show up at Gims, right, everybody was just looking to say, okay, but if Sparkle got to him, it would have been, the Cloud. But we're going to see an example of that here, because Cloud does have that range to deal with the blocks, to deal with the minecart, using back air like that, and keeping the damage on. That being said, though, there's a lot of free combos that can happen on the side of Jake because you don't want to blow your jump, and if you blow that jump early, you are just going to free fall. So that's going to be what Jake's going to be looking to take care of.
No doubt, man. Speaking of blowing something early, man, lets the limit cross slash swing just a little bit earlier than expected. That's okay. I mean, you know, you see a move like limit cross slash, it has the ability to change the narrative of the match where people get a little weird about approaching you. But one thing I'm really worried about here for Kola in this match here, well, maybe not on that stock, but in a potential different universe, will be down smash at the ledge, and just the inability for Cloud to snap right away. Doesn't even seem to matter, though. Kola with the lead.
Yeah, Kola looking fantastic right now. He's like, go ahead and pull that diamond out, okay? Your stock's already gone. Oh! Okay, Kola said pull it out, but don't hit me with it. Calm down.
I got you.
Take me to dinner before you propose a diamond ring.
You gotta go to the movie and all.
Oh, he comboed off his own block? That block is for everybody, okay?
There it is, man. Got to spin the block a couple times, all right? Comes through with the fall away forwarder right now. Now he comes through with in a big way, using that minecart right there just to kind of control the spacing a little bit more. Because like we talked about before, Kola has the ability to break that safety zone. And to be real, Minecraft characters don't need a lot of room to work with to get stuff set up. But the minute you can break that little bit of space they do need, you become an absolute thorn in their side.
And also, I'm seeing a good answer on the side of Kola. Unfortunately, that climb hazard did miss on trying to punish the two-frame neutral get-up. But what he's been doing as a challenge to when he loses out on a combo is he climb hazards mid-combo rather than blow that jump. That's a very good adjustment here we're seeing out of Kola.
The other thing he's doing really well is he's jumping and back airing whenever cart comes through. And it's kind of stopping Jake because you're not going to get grabbed by cart when you're jumping. Ooh, good stock.
Yeah, that was clean, man. I mean, he knew he was going to try to go for the slide in off the ledge. I mean, of course, he can act immediately out of it once that animation's over, but unfortunately enough, it just felt like Kola just completely on the ready, especially with trapping people to the ledge. I mean, that's just something that I think is just a patented Kola technique in the neutral. Is how can I pin you in this corner and keep you here as long as possible? Of course, he's proven exactly how right there.
Yeah, now the win condition for Jake is to showcase what he's been doing to everyone all day. Once Diamond is on deck, he's still in the game. All he needs to do is catch one good straight back here near the ledge, and you're done, and then you are viable to die at 60%. But it is slowly climbing away from that as he's getting Jake to shake his head because he realizes he hasn't been able to get an answer. All of these ear-to-ears, all of these anti-air challenges, and going off stage just like that have been in favor of Kola.
Kola is absolutely out of his mind, going deep because he knew he would try to slide up underneath him to get back onto the. Look at my man's in the front row. Look at my man's in the front row. That's right. He said, you can't mine hard enough, all right? You ain't maneuvering around Kola out here.
That was just a stellar performance by Kola. And so Steve is obviously fantastic, but a couple of the weaknesses are range going against true disjoints, and Cloud has one. The other thing is that cart is so difficult to deal with because you're worried about shielding, but Kola's always in the air. And you know, you put all that together, and I mean, yeah, Jake has a diamond, but at the end of the day, they got limits. Kola apparently does not.
Facts. That is 100% true, my friend Logic, and it just feels like with how this one is kind of wrapping up here, especially in the beginning, and Jake coming through with some of that energy that we've seen at the end of day number 2. Yes, I'm down to, I mean, he's only down 1 though, but when he was really down in deficit, Jake just activated a kill switch in his head, and he was able to really dig deep and hold tight and able to bring it back. But Kola right now, I mean, just an absolute menace. Finds himself off stage here, gets back to the ledge, glowing blue, so you already know what it's about to do. I'm ready to let it rip.
And that kill switch has been overclocked for sure. It's been working overtime throughout this entirety of this bracket, but because every time he loses the first game, he's been answering back pretty quickly. This has been one of the first times, however, I've seen somebody challenging that right off the rip, because Gak tried, it didn't end up working out. Kola is right there with him, even after he gets comboed. It's like, I'm not done. I don't care. I'll run the fade. Let's go ahead. I want all the smoke.
Oh my goodness, I don't know
if you want smoke. Not that smoke. A little bit too much smoke.
A little bit. I can't breathe, my brother. I can't breathe in the neutral. I need some space to breathe. Love that up smash.
The down smash.
Wow, wow, wow.
Kola's reads are on point. So many times he just puts out an attack where it's like normally it's a risk, but he knows he's right, so it's not a risk for him. Oh, we have gold though. You get a lot of frame advantage. Those attacks are really quick.
Okay, but he's going to use the blade beam right there to create himself a little bit of space. Still building it up though. Jake backing off here a little bit. Kola, of course, trying to figure out what's the safest option to break that zone. Not seeing a lot of up Bs out of shield either. I think that's just courtesy of Jake staying so far away from Kola.
I think a big thing of why we're seeing Kola using the climb hazards early instead of trying to wait for him to get closer is because once you start swinging on shield with that, that is very, very minus. It's like -1 at most. And he tried to mix him up off of that to go back in. Like you said, you can act instantly. He was hoping that Kola would get caught off guard by it, and that's not going to lead to the stock. However, he has stage advantage. That is about to go away, and he's going to use it right when he needs, but it's not enough.
Not enough at all. 121%. Oh, my goodness. And bro, he was almost in the arms of the Angels right there, man. May you find some comfort here.
He's in it now, okay?
May you find some comfort here.
We always say heaven's up above, but apparently there's one to the left as well, and Jake just took a visit. But last stock right now for both players, Jake equalizing those stocks immediately. Who is going to take game number 2?
That's the million-dollar question right here, man, Logic. And I got to say, with how this one is kind of shaping up, Jake is looking like a little bit more comfortable in this match. We're not seeing a lot of the haphazard mind cards that we've seen that you talked about before. He's kind of getting knocked out. He's playing this one a little safe, letting him up B first, and then, of course, building him up.
Well, I was about to say, I don't know what Jake's going to do right now because he has next to no material.
Nothing.
And he answered back with 70%. Like, hold on, excuse me. I got bread and butter that are going to get me right back into this.
He's literally trying to build a house with sticks and stones, okay? Going up against this steel that Kola has. But it's working apparently.
Facts. We'll see if some sticks and stones can break some bones indeed, because 95% is certainly nothing to ignore, but it's still in the wheelhouse of getting it done here from Kola. Yes, it is a deficit he's in, but he is slicing and dicing his way back into it. Again, no platform for you, no high recovery backer coming through in a big way.
And Jake is somebody who wears his heart on his sleeve when he's playing. That makes it very obvious he's trying to get super aggressive, but that dash attack goes borderline unpunished. He doesn't get the diamond, and he goes for up B directly in front of him. He can't craft anything. He's not allowed.
He does have gold for the rails. That card can come out. He has gold for that, but Kola will not let him mine. Oh no, he's gonna get the diamond now.
Oh, he didn't actually go for it.
And he died for it. He lost for it. You didn't bring out the diamond. And Kola said, "You don't fight me with steel. You don't fight me with wood. Bring your best to this fight or hold the L."
I think what Jake was banking on in that position was, you assume I'm going to go get this. So I'm going to stay near you. You think you recover for free.
Facts.
What do you do because you panicked that I jumped at you? You air dodged and I get a hit. Kola said, I'm not scared.
I ain't scared.
I ain't never scared.
I ain't never scared. I see exactly what you're trying to do. He outplayed him in that moment, and he was able to close it out. And Jake is now looking at a 2-0 deficit. He's got quite the hill to climb as Kola is looking as primed as we have seen him in a while.
Listen, I need Jake to open up the multiverse and get Jake from State Farm on the phone, because my man's going to need some insurance here and fast, my boy, man. Kola right now is just on another level.
Spargo needed it too, because that cloud did not beat the Steve, but
that's facts.
Kola must be using a different insurance company.
That's facts right there, man. One fact that we cannot ignore, of course, is Kola kind of caught in the corner, gets off the ledge, though, safe with the dash attack. Get up attack, excuse me, but the second hit of the up special coming through in a big way, keeping it close.
Loving everything about Kola's choices and options. The dash attacks, I don't know, leaves a little left to be desired. But Kola's doing so good, whether it's the climb hazard, whether it's the space back air, whether it's just using limit. I think his limit has hit almost all but one attempt.
Pretty much, and it's been consistent at that. And the fact that Kola's pressure stayed consistent, even in the face of when Jake actually has material to do something. He's like, I've called out almost every one of your mine cards. I've called out any of these, but that's the first time he went for that mix-up. Going for the up B instantly, thinking he might drop off the platform right away, like most people do. Instead, catching him with the down air.
Oh, and it's so smart that he went for a little bit of mix-up after the anvil that time, because some of those earlier anvil interactions in the last game were just met with backers and forward airs. But on the subject of aerials right here, building up the wall, making the recovery as uncomfortable as possible. Nothing off of the F smash. Probably thought he was going to go for a neutral, get up off the ledge. Oh, you can't grab that, boy. That's just FGC 101.
I think kill switch has been engaged. This is what we were talking about before, and it's looking like it right now. Even the forward air, not enough to take him out.
Yeah, what do you do right now? If you're Kola, you need to close out. Apparently a back air will answer your prayers. Got rid of the crafting box. Oh, but you have diamond. It's scary, Kola. You're at 112 too?
Yes, no doubt. Going to have to make sure he swings it correctly here, because despite him having that, oh my God, I got you, Rod. I can hear you, my boy.
Like,
get out of here.
As soon as he tried to land, just caught him with it, and that's going to be another big lead. And now he has the resources available for the next stock as well.
Yeah.
Kola working much harder, trying to space it out, not going to get through, gets caught with the down tilt in the mix of all of that.
Keeping these approaches back to stage a little bit more ambiguous right now, more mysterious, if you will. He's like, look, man, I'm coming back, but how am I going to come back? I got to figure out a way to work around your aerials, because as it stands, you have been an absolute monster at landing them. Oh, no,
okay.
Damn.
How you going to hate from outside the club when you can't even get in?
Leg up. Leg up.
And sorry, Kola, you are in Vegas, but you could not get an Omnia tonight.
It ain't happening.
Jake finally putting himself on the board.
Man, if I ever see Enderman as the club bouncer, you got it, bro. I'm not going in. Like, I'm not paying that cover charge. That is a little bit too much. You asking for gold and diamonds? What? I'm gonna go back across to the fish and chips.
Yeah, so that's facts.
Let's see what happens here. In this next game, Jake was able to get things going. This is what we were saying before. This is a similar situation that happened with Colme. Colme was, in best way to put it, bodying him. He was cooking him. He had no answers.
Yeah.
And then what did Jake do after that? Showcase some of the best adaptation I have seen in a while out of him, and that is looking like it could happen here again, but it's on Kola to shut that down.
We will see, man, because we have seen this type of narrative play out time and time again. One side goes up big and just cannot close out, whether it's because they get too comfortable or they're just not digging quite as deep anymore. Whatever the case is, the other side figures out whatever it is needed to succeed, and Jake is doing just that. But not at the beginning of this match right here, though. Met with another standard cross slash. This is just Cloud 101 here. Go ahead and take a page out of that book if you need to, Jake.
Yeah, Cola's counter pick right now is paying off. Good gracious. Like 94% unanswered. Yeah, you have diamond, but I don't care if you get diamond after you get 0 to death. And right now there's limit. Cross slash does not connect. Really fortunate stuff for Jake. Finally getting a hit, but it was only 29%. That's not that big of a deal.
That was almost such a good trade-off. He found the gap. Oh, wow. Okay. That is not normally something you're usually super brave to try and challenge out of that, but he challenged the gap. He knew the jabs would keep coming. He was able to get him out with the up smash. That being said, Jake almost catching him with the forward that would have got him back to even.
I'm really curious to know if Jake tried to back off thinking a climb hazard was going to come, and that's why the up smash connected, which was really intentional by Kola if that is what occurred.
Well, we're seeing a lot of good answers out of Jake right now, for sure. He's forcing him to go for these jumps. That covers so many options.
Yes, it does.
Literally, the only option it doesn't cover is patience, and Kola has been super patient all the time. That's now 2 up smashes that Kola's gotten away with. He almost got hit by the one on the ground before on the roll, but that one is going to be the anvil coming through and getting him the stock.
The anvil dropping right on top of him once more. And this right here could be the beginning of something great early on the up B. No, we're just going to up smash. I was going to grab you and maybe do something sexy, but no, I'm just going to go for
the up smash. Like the idea
get it done.
I like why you did that too, because how many times have we seen Jake miss some of these combos of late at these percents with this rage, and then he gets hit by up B, so it just goes for straight up percent. But he's not going to die to the cross slash here logic, still able to hold on to the stock for a minute, but he's at kill percent right now if he gets hit by that.
Yeah. One thing that Cola's doing, whoa, great back air. Cola's applying a ton of pressure, so the resources aren't exactly what Jake wants, but he leaves the crafting box. He just doesn't care. He's so tunnel vision on destroying Jake, and it is paying off.
Yeah, I mean, he is just absolutely fixated. I mean, there's blood in the water right now. He is swimming towards it, being an absolute shark, if you will. Now, see, this is right here a little difficult right for Jake to kind of work around. Jake's been finding so much success with short hop something in. You're not going to be able to short hop around Kola for free forever.
I'm feeling a force match. I don't know what it is, but right now I feel like Kola is lining up a hardcore read, and Jake, unfortunately, might be out of this bracket really soon.
Might not need it now. He's got access to the limit. He's going to try to go for the mix-up, and he's going to go for it. He's not going to hit that wall, and he's going to exit stage right. That fit. Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. That was a hard-fought set, and he's going to go ahead and give the dap up instantly. Kola is not done yet. Flexing on the crowd. Look at him. Oh, hey, y'all dropping him out there. Okay, we got to get the zoom up. He's like, hey, y'all see the tries? Y'all see the tries? Because I'm trying hard out here, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, man. My boy Kola said I'm nice in the gym, man. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look at these replays once more so we can relive the magic, gentlemen. So I like it's going to go for the Nair out of shield, and of course the anvil. The anvil control is something I wanted to talk about. He got so much mileage in those earlier sets with anvil forwarder, anvil every time. He knows that Cloud is always looking for those up airs up underneath. He said, look, you go for that one more time, I'm going to anvil on top of you. No more linear head-to-head stuff. I'm coming down.
All right, the play that I really want to look at is that up smash that he found after those jabs. We're not going to see it, and that's okay, because we're going to see this instead.
We're going to get the close up.
We get to see this. We get to see it.
He's like, hey, yo, you see that? You see that, baby?
We out here flexing, okay?
Yeah, I ain't really in the gym.
No, we all in the gym. We all in the gym. If you're not in the gym, you in the gym.
I'm cardio.
Okay, flex on. We flex on. We actually, we hot. I can't do that now. We got to flex this way. We got to flex this way.
I got to come up out of this. I'll come up out of it. I'm kidding. I ain't going to come up out of it. All jokes aside, no, we ain't going to come up out of it.
We still rated everyone right now, and we try to see everyone thrive. Of course, that was a match in top 8, and that is going to continue the story right now. One more of the losers' 7th matches coming up next.